Hey, I'm Mish.
I'm Mills,
and this is Mish and Mills. What's going on, everybody? Week 5 down, and week 6 is up. Set your sails. We're ready to sky high, rocket out of here, all the way out of here, because week 5 was a juggernaut from our end.
Yeah, another good week, and why don't we go ahead and we'll recap that now for you.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the recap, peeps. All right, people. Hits and misses with Mish and Mills. Hit number 1, baby. Aaron Rodgers, wow. 33.68. I mean, the boy is just balling.
Yeah, Blake
with
Bortles.
One leg.
Yeah, the peg leg, man.
Hey.
Blake Bortles, 28.6.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, crappy game, but hey, you know, it's all right.
We don't care. We just want the points.
Yeah, we'll take the points.
Yeah.
Boy Wentz, Bird Gang, did his thing.
Yep.
Phillip Rivers, always on point. Big Ben, always on point. Sam Darnold. See you, buddy.
Yeah.
Jared Goff. Hey, better than, I mean, a little bit worse than last week, but it's okay.
Still a good score. James Conner, 37.5 points. Wow. Todd Gurley, also over 30 points, 33.3. TJ Yeldon came in for Fournette. Looks like it's going to be happening for a while. Yeah. So 26.2. Melvin Gordon, of course, consistent as can be, 22 points. David Johnson, he's getting the rock. Finally, guys.
Yep.
21.1. McCaffrey, 20.3. And Kareem Hunt with 16.4.
Yep. Devontae Adams on the wide receivers, 32. AB showing up and showing out. Adam Thielen. Diggs.
Two of them.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp. Always there. AJ Green, solid. Galladay.
Yeah. Zach Ertz, 30 points for tight end. Oh, my goodness. Travis Kelce, 18 points. Austin Hooper, 16.7 points. Kittle, 13.3. And Njoku finally had himself a relatively decent game, 12.9.
Yeah, good target. So that's pretty solid. And then let's check out our misses, see what we have, what we had, per se. Ooh.
That's what they deserve. That's what they deserve. Josh Rosen, that was a risky call in the first place, wasn't it? But 10.5, riskier than we thought. Mariota, what happened, man? 5.16.
Looking like Luigi. Alex Collins. Yeah, Deion Lewis.
Ridley, that was a shocker, right? Yeah. 7.8 points.
Very, very, very surprising.
This deserves another one.
Yeah,
I can't even do it.
He ripped a big one. I mean, it was just as bad as that.
Yeah, 0 points, man. Ellison, risky play, 5.7. Honestly, isn't bad for him, but when you're playing DraftKings, you hope for more.
Yeah.
And then Vance McDonald, wow, that was like the chalk of the week, wasn't it? 1.6, man. He let so many people down. Jesse James was the one that got all the targets.
Yeah, I mean, we're really hyped to do our breakdown going forward, so let's check out our breakdown, starting off with those quarterbacks, and we'll catch you.
All right, so let's start with the quarterback spot. We're going to go 8,000 and above. We actually have more than usual this week. We got Big Ben, 8,500. Cam Newton, 8,400. Matt Ryan, 8,300. Phillip Rivers, also 8,300. Jared Goff, 8,200. And then rounded out, Deshaun Watson at 8,100. Mish, who you like?
Well, first off, I think Matt Ryan needs some ice first on his foot. Other than that, I like Goff this week, man. Goff, last time Gurley went for 3 touchdowns. The following week, Goff had more passing touchdowns. So I'm hoping to keep that trend going. And that's kind of just the regular play style. The defense is going to focus more on the run game and stopping him over there. Goff is going to go for the touchdowns. And I think it's a great matchup versus the Broncos, who's with that weak defense. So, Goff.
Okay. I'm going to go Matt Ryan with the iced up foot, man. Against Tampa Bay's defense, he can peg leg it, like we said with Aaron Rodgers style. Yeah, I think in Atlanta, in that dome, he's always on point. He doesn't travel well. I kind of mentioned that last week, but in Atlanta, Matt Ryan's a beast, and Tampa Bay's defense is not good. They haven't stopped anyone. I don't care that they had a bye week. They're not going to slow Matt Ryan and that offense down. Yeah,
that offense is fire. The next I do like here is Deshaun Watson. Keep an eye out for that rib injury. Not sure what's going on with that. But against Buffalo, I mean, I'm riding the hot hand with Deshaun Watson. Great couple of weeks. 23.19. He's averaging 23.2.
Yeah.
He's going against a tough Buffalo team.
He gets those rushing yards, man. He's getting like 30, 40 rushing yards a game on top of all the passing. Yeah, you got to love Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, especially if you see the way Mariota did against the Buffalo team, who has the same playing style almost. I think Deshaun Watson's going to have a big week this week.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers against Cleveland. Cleveland hasn't been the best, and Phillip Rivers has been very consistent. I haven't even and I'm waiting for a game where he gets a monster game. It hasn't happened yet. He's consistently getting you above 20 points though, so the floor is more than enough, right? But if he does have that breakout game, Phillip Rivers is going to get you 30, 40 points.
I mean, if Derek Carr in a shitty season did it, Phillip Rivers should torch the Cleveland defense.
Yeah, Big Ben, I always like Big Ben, but he is on the road, and he's not always the best on the road. And Cincinnati's defense looked a lot better with Burfict back in there. So maybe not that. How do you feel?
I'm not feeling Ben Roethlisberger this week.
I'll always be okay with this, guys. I don't mind Superman. I like those rushing quarterbacks just because they get you those extra points. Yeah. So I won't be against that.
Yeah, I know the Washington defense got torched against New Orleans, but against that defense matchup, this might be like a Drew Brees thing, just on fire. I'm not going Cam this week either. Yeah,
I'll do it. But let's go down. Let's look at some quarterbacks below 8,000, 7,000 and above. There's a good amount. I'll start it out with Kirk Cousins, guys. I like Kirk Cousins, obviously, but I like him in fantasy as well. I think he's gonna have a good game against Arizona. There is Patrick Peterson to worry about, but I don't think he's gonna shadow anyone. I don't think he's gonna shadow Thielen or Diggs. I think they're both so talented. He's going to have to stay on his side. And Kirk Cousins is going to exploit whatever side he doesn't cover.
Yeah, see that this particular matchup, I'm staying away from it. Arizona feels like a trap game, just like Buffalo was. I went too heavy on Kirk Cousins that week. I'm staying away from him. I just don't trust it. But who I do like is Russell Wilson. He's getting back into the rhythm. Wilson looked great against a tough Rams defense. He showed out, and he's going to be going against a shaky defense against Oakland, so I like that matchup.
Yeah, and the run opened up the pass last week. That was kind of their issues. They weren't getting a running game, and then everyone just blitzed. It kind of opened up for them. So, yeah, it's not a bad pick. How about Andrew Luck against the Jets? I love Andrew Luck. He's been on fire as of recent. I'm not questioning that shoulder strength anymore. I feel very confident in Andrew Luck, so I do like that at 7,800.
Well, with how much they throw, he's not a bad choice at 7,800. It's just a matchup with the Jets. The Jets have a pretty decent defense. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But other than that, I like Andy Dalton this week, man. Andy Dalton is looking to get back on track. After he had a tough game against Miami.
Yeah, this is like the most obvious pick ever, guys. Pittsburgh's defense has been shit. Yeah. They have not stopped anyone. It's simple as that.
I think it's going to be a shootout.
It's definitely going to be.
It's
good offenses, and actually Cincinnati's defense is better than Pittsburgh's. Yeah, Pittsburgh's defense is not stopping anyone, guys.
Yeah, if you're trying to save 1,000,
super safe pick with Andy Dalton. Super safe pick. Another good one, Jameis Winston against Atlanta. Atlanta's defense hasn't been stopping anyone. It is Jameis Winston's first start, so it is a little risky, but I don't mind it at 7,400.
Yeah, he's going to be playing in the dome. Control temperature. I think Jameis Winston kind of needs that to kind of get back in the rhythm of things. And the second half of the last time he played, he did okay.
Way tougher defense.
Way
tougher defense.
But we'll see. Yeah. I think I'm kind of with you on this on Jameis Winston. I kind of like this matchup as well. It's a risky one, but hey, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Risk to reward.
You got to get the points somewhere. Yeah. I don't like Trubisky. I don't like Alex Smith. I'd be okay with Baker Mayfield, I guess. Although I'm not like a huge fan of the idea, and I'm not going Flacco. To finish out 7,000. Any differences in those?
No, besides Trubisky having that big game, I just don't know how that's going to work out. Now, Baker Mayfield, he's going against a tough Chargers team. It's going to be a good test. And I think there might be a good potential that he shows up in this particular game, and he just has to
Yeah.
stamp his stamp on this team. I mean,
I would look at if Joey Bosa is coming back or not this
Yeah,
week.
that's
A
huge.
big factor for me in that. But if Joey Bosa doesn't play, Baker Mayfield, he could have a big game. And it's in Cleveland, that atmosphere when he's there, man. He plays well at home.
yeah, I think Baker's gonna go at least 20 points this
Okay.
week. I mean, I feel pretty confident on that.
Let's
And
go below.
let's go under 7,000, baby. Whoo!
We got. I guess we can start with Blake Bortles. I'm not as high on him as I was last week. Dallas's defense is better than Kansas City's, but Fournette is looking like he's going to be out for a while. He's already ruled out of this game. So when Fournette doesn't play, Blake Bortles has a lot better of games because they actually have to air it out. And yeah, they just signed Jamal Charles. I don't know if you knew that.
I saw that. Yep.
So yeah, Fournette might be out for a while. So I do like Blake Bortles just because of the fact that I know he's going to have a lot of opportunities to air it out.
I like Carr and Darnold. I'll start with Darnold, especially since he's getting a good rhythm going on with that pass offense. They got a good rushing attack with those two-headed monsters over there. But, I feel like he's getting into the rhythm. He's got his Enunwa guy. He's got Robbie Anderson. He throws it out deep, man. You saw him last week, so he's getting comfortable.
Yeah, I actually really like Sam Darnold this week.
Yeah.
I mean, Indianapolis' defense hasn't slowed anyone down, and they're really bad against the speed guys like Robbie Anderson. That's another guy we're probably going to be mentioning pretty shortly.
And then Derek Carr, he last week was pretty bad, but
Dud.
I feel like he's gonna have to relive that Week 4 magic he had at home when they played Cleveland. I feel like Carr should be ready for a big game against the Seattle defense that they allowed 33 points last week.
And we say it all the time here. Try to exploit some of the players that have a bad week that no one else is going to pick because of that. Don't chase points. Don't base it off of last week. Everyone's going to be afraid to play Carr because of what he did last week, but you know how talented he is. He can definitely put up a good game, and he's pretty low price at that $6,900.
I mean, he's a sneaky pick right there.
Yeah. How about anyone else? I'm not going Dak. Not going Mariota, honestly. I mean, it could be worse than that, but I'm not going to.
Go play in Baltimore. And then
if you guys want to get
Jacksonville.
risky, maybe Case Keenum, just because I feel like they're going to have to keep up, right? That Rams offense is going to score. And we'll keep an eye on Cooper Kupp and Brandon Cooks, but they're going to score, and Case Keenum is going to have to keep up with them. Normally, they like to run the ball, but I don't think they're going to have, the ability to go with that game script. They're going to have to air it out.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a good play at $6,700 if you want to save money. Anyone
down low here, I wouldn't. No, not even feeling any of them. Honestly, Ryan Tannehill,
Josh Allen?
Terrible last 2 weeks, man. Oh, my God. Josh Allen, if he can hurdle more people and get like a 100-yard rushing game, I feel like he might be on. But, I mean, not feeling it against that Texans defense. They look pretty good.
I wouldn't. You can get someone better for just a couple hundred more. So, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, it's so tight in there. I mean, just pay up 100 points to get Darnold, Derek Carr, but for 200 more, then you're in the money there.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's go to running back then.
Yeah, let's go check out those running
Now
backs.
for the running back spots, we'll start with everything above 8,000 as we always do. Well above 8,000 is Todd Gurley at 9,500. Melvin Gordon, 8,800. McCaffrey, 8,400. Connor, 8,200. And Zeke at 8,100. I'll let you go ahead and start it.
Ooh. I mean, these are all heavy hitters. I mean, week in and week out, guaranteed to give you production. But this week out of this bunch, from matchup standpoints and everything that's going on, I do like James Conner and Melvin Gordon.
You're going two people. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going two.
Taking all the picks from me, guys. He's trying to sound like he's making it easy on himself.
I'll go with James Conner on this one, then I'll let you go with Gordon.
Okay.
James Conner, he relived week 1. I'll tell you that. He came out and did his thing. I just look for him to have a strong performance, especially with Le'Veon Bell coming in week 7. I'm sure he's going to want to be fighting for his job, and he showed up last week. Hopefully, the trend continues. This is going to be a very interesting matchup against Cincinnati.
Yeah, and he's sweating because Le'Veon's coming back very soon.
Yeah.
He might be trying to steal that starting job. Not going to happen. But, yeah, he's trying.
Yeah,
Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon, 22 points a game, guys. Against Cleveland's defense. Yeah, they haven't slowed anyone down. He can do it receiving. He can do it rushing. He's just all-around talent. Melvin Gordon every week is a safe pick. That's why he's priced at 8,800. Same with Todd Gurley, 9,500.
Yeah.
Denver's defense is a little bit better than some defenses, but no one slows Todd Gurley down. He's matchup proof.
Yeah. I mean, just the way that their entire game plan is based. It's just...
and if Cooper Kupp and Brandon Cooks don't play, I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting a lot more touches than he has been.
Out of that backfield,
Yeah.
yes. Zeke against Jacksonville. This is a tough one. Jacksonville's defense got beat up by Kansas City last week, but still, that defense is still, I still think number one out there.
I like McCaffrey just because it's PPR. I mean, he gets so many targets and so many catches. His floor is pretty high, so I wouldn't be against McCaffrey as well.
Yeah, I mean, especially Ingram and Kamara, they did a decent job.
Especially Ingram. Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah,
he tore it up.
Yeah, so McCaffrey looks like a solid pick as well this week. I'm with you on that one. And then under 7,000 and above, we'll go ahead and take Leonard Fournette out. But
he's still in there. He's not playing, guys. He already got rolled out. That D shouldn't be there. It should be an O. He's already out.
He's out. We have David Johnson, Joe Mixon, T.J. Yeldon.
All right, I'll start. Joe Mixon against Pittsburgh, 7,500. Guys, another receiving back. Gio Bernard is still going to be out. And Pittsburgh's defense just hasn't been slowing anyone down. Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman, Smith could have all had huge games, but they all split. No one's going to be splitting with Joe Mixon. I like Joe Mixon a lot this week at his price.
Yeah, and then I do like David Johnson. They've been feeding the ball. I mean, Minnesota has a good defense.
He's still salty about last week. Hence the trap game.
It's all right. I mean, David Johnson,
he's
every
talented.
week.
He's talented, guys, and he's low priced.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good one.
He had a big game against us last year, too. So, I mean, definitely a good option.
T.J. Yeldon. Now that they signed Jamal Charles, I don't know how that backfield's going to look, but he's going to get most of the carries, without a doubt.
Yeah, and he also gets the receptions. I like him. Watch out for AP. He dislocated his shoulder. Oh, we're going below 7,000. We might as well just continue.
Yeah.
AP dislocated his shoulder. I don't like it. How about Crowell, guys? He's been on a tear, and against Indianapolis, I'll take some Crowell at 6,700. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's keeping me away from it last week, he had a huge game.
True.
And he's split in the backfield pile. So if he's going to be that number one guy for them, we don't know yet. The Jets offense, they like to do that whole balancing act.
Yeah, some weeks he's wiping, some weeks he's not.
Yeah, so for me, it's a little tough because that's a very, very
option, though.
Yeah.
I won't be against that.
Fair enough. Devontae Freeman.
I love the matchup. I just don't know what's going on in that backfield.
No idea.
Last week, it could have been that they were easing him in, but it's like a three-headed monster there now. It used to be just two, and it was frustrating enough when it was two, but now that Smith's getting like the goal line carries, I don't know if I want to risk it.
No.
I don't.
Not at all. I'm staying on that one. Carlos Hyde. Hide your wife, hide your kids. Because Hyde is coming in town, baby. Well, I guess the Chargers are coming to his town. But I like Carlos Hyde this week. Man, every week in and out, he gets the ball. I just don't think last week he got the ball as much. But we'll see how he pans out. Not against it. Not so for it either. But for Baker Mayfield to do good, Carlos Hyde's going to have to show up.
Yeah. On the flip side, Chris Carson, Oakland's defense isn't the best. He's been getting the ball the most out of that, rush attack. I think Rashad Penny's old news, guys. Mike Davis might come in and snipe some points, but I like Chris Carson. He's getting the most carries on that offense, and I think they'll be able to run the ball against Oakland.
Yeah, who I actually like out of this, really, really like, is Skittles. He's held in check last week against a Chargers defense that was tough. So watch out for that Hyde issue. But the matchup versus that Seahawks defense is going to be awesome because their run defense is not there. And hey, you know what Skittles does, and he's playing against his old team.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun to watch.
Tevin Coleman in the relay. I'm not, same thing as Freeman.
Nope.
I do like Hines though. He's been getting a lot of production as of recent. A lot of receptions, and against the Jets defense. I mean, as we said with Andrew Luck, they're gonna pass it a lot. I don't see him getting a lot of handoffs, but he might get a lot of catches. So I'm not completely against that, although it is somewhat risky, guys. Kenyon Drake, I'm not doing, even though he had a good game last week. That was against Chicago. No,
it was a one-off situation.
Not
Eckler, if you're playing long game fantasy, totally worth a flex maybe. But other than that, I'll kind of stay away because Melvin Gordon's going to get most of that.
I'll go down. I like Chris Thompson. Keep an eye on his ribs, but I think he's okay. And I don't think AP's going to play this week with the dislocated shoulder. So, yeah, I like it. And honestly, I think Washington's going to get down pretty early. I think Carolina's going to be able to score on them as much as they want. And, I think they're going to have to pass it. Not as much as they want. You know what I mean? Like, not like the Saints did. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Saints.
But, yeah, they're a little bit better on offense. But I do like Chris Thompson.
I love Tariq Cohen. Monster outing last time around. But if he keeps his level of productivity up, I'm taking Cohen. And if the way he's playing style is it's like James White with the Pats. That's the way he's like featured into into that particular team, and I like it. And especially if he gets more carries.
He's been like more productive than Howard. I'm not against that either.
Yeah, I like Tariq Cohen.
Mike Davis, if you want to pay down, I would prefer Carson. Not doing Ronald Jones. Let's go down. Actually, Lamar Miller, I like it if he's going to play. If not, I like this one. Alfred Blue, 5,600. I would actually prefer it to be that way so I can save money. And it's a good matchup, so I wouldn't mind going that against Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he had a good game last week against Dallas, so that was... I would like Alfred Blue if Lamar Miller's not playing. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, anyone else? I'd maybe go Buck Allen. It's a 50-50 split. He gets the receptions. I wouldn't be 100% against it. Let's see. Go down. Let's try to see if there's anyone maybe down here that we can give you guys.
Ito.
It's getting real thin, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
But
I would maybe stay away from this range. The running backs are a little bit tougher this week, and I wouldn't pay this far down.
it could be sneaky, but Nick Chubb as that off-pace running back.
Yeah, I mean,
In compliments to Carlos Hyde, who pounds, and then Nick Chubb just breaks one off.
Yeah.
This is a week where against the Chargers defense that's very disciplined, this actually could happen because he could be totally confused about that.
yeah, they may be assuming pass because he's in there.
I see Nick Chubb having a sneaky game there.
Okay.
Sneaky little guy. But yeah.
Mish has a chub for Chubb, guys. All right, let's go to receivers on that note.
Let's go check out the wide receivers.
On to wide receivers. We'll start with, of course, 8,000 and above. We got Antonio Brown, 9,100. Hopkins, 9,000. AJ Green, 8,800. Adam Thielen, 8,600. Julio Jones, 8,500. Diggsy, 8,200. Keenan Allen, still in 8,000 range with 8,100. And Mike Evans at 8,000. Mish, I'll give you the first receiver to go with.
I am going Mike Evans, baby.
Ooh, start at the bottom of the 8,000. I like it.
Hey, I like it. Look, paying down and fitting where the guys I can get them at. I like Mike Evans against Atlanta.
Yeah, they're so banged up on defense.
Yeah, I like this matchup. It's gonna be great because that's Jameis Winston's guy.
Yeah.
Especially he's coming back, baby. He's gonna need that big target. So I like Mike Evans this week.
I'll leave the one at the top for you because I know you're probably going to say it next, and I like it too. But I'll go right below it. The tornado himself, DeAndre Hopkins, the spin moves, baby. Y'all saw it in overtime. And against Buffalo at 9,000, I like Hopkins. D-Hop all the way. I'll take him.
Fair enough. I mean, you can't go wrong with the boy AB. I mean, AB is AB, baby. I mean,
he's priced that way for a reason, guys. And we knew last week was going to be his 100-yard comeback game. But yeah, and it happened.
Yeah. Now
really
we're hoping for consistency going forward.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
I like AJ Green against Pittsburgh. Gosh, their defense hasn't slowed many people down. And AJ Green gets so many targets. I really like AJ Green.
Yeah, AJ Green's solid. Hopkins is solid. They get the targets. They're that guy for their quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
speaking of that,
hey,
I know exactly who you're gonna say. just
Adam Thielen.
Oh, you want Thielen? That's not who I thought he was going to say. I love it. That's not who. Okay, I'll take the next one. Go ahead.
I mean, Adam Thielen, week in, week out, man.
Number one receiver in the league, believe it or not, guys.
Week in, week out.
The D2 undrafted player. How about that? Target machine. And with that, the only person you got to worry about is Patrick Peterson. But what we're going to do, I can tell you right now, we're going to switch up, what side they line up on, Diggs and Thielen. Both of them are in play for me, to be honest.
I think Patrick Peterson's going to go with Diggs because he's faster.
Yeah, probably, and then that only helps Thielen even more.
Yeah, I think Thielen is going to have another big game.
Julio! That's who I thought you were going to say. And I know you like it too against Tampa Bay's defense. Who's going to stop Julio Jones, guys? And it may be a good week because he kind of let some people down last week. In Atlanta, Julio is going to feast this week.
Yeah, this should be a big game for him.
Yeah, I really like Julio this week.
Yeah. I mean, now under 7,000 and let's see.
Well,
over 7,000.
We can go 7,000, yeah, because that's pretty small range, weirdly enough. Who you like?
We got Juju, Will Fuller, Robert Woods. I like Robert Woods.
You know what? If T.Y. Hilton plays, I like T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, I mean, with all the matchups that are on there, I love Robert Woods. Especially with Kupp and Cook's out.
They might not even play. Keep an eye on that, guys.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get so many targets if they don't. So, yeah, definitely a good play.
That's my guy this week.
How do you feel about Landry?
I like Landry. He gets the targets.
Okay.
Him and Joko had the top targets last week. So, he is solid week in and week out. It's just a matter of Baker Mayfield getting him the ball where it needs to be. That's all it comes down to. But Jarvis Landry can have a huge game any week.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday going forward.
If Cooper Kupp plays, I'll go Cooper Kupp at 6,800. Just a target machine. Just keep an eye on the concussion. Ridley. I like Ridley. He is touchdown dependent kind of guys. If you look at his targets, they're not that many, but he has that big playability, and against a defense like Tampa Bay, who gives up plenty of big plays, it might be a bounce back week for him.
Yeah, I mean their defense is decent, but still, out of this bunch here, I'm gonna go Tyler Lockett, man. Okay. Especially last week, did his thing. I like Tyler Lockett, and Doug Baldwin is a little, not there. Russell Wilson's target now is definitely Tyler Lockett. So I'm excited for him to have a good game against Oakland. Shaky defense, so yeah.
I'll say Sanders. Yeah, just sheer volume, guys. And against the Rams, I think they are going to have to. I said it with Case Keenum, like that might be a sneaky play because they're going to be down. They're going to have to air it out, and Sanders definitely is going to get some targets.
Yeah, and then guess who's going to be back in the office this week?
Who's in the office?
I mean, the one that just didn't show up last week. Your boy, man, Amari Cooper.
Oh, he's awake?
I think he's coming in this week. I think so.
He's like Snorlax some weeks. If you get the Pokemon reference, you got to wake him up sometimes. But
Dude.
When he wakes up, he's a beast.
Yeah. Comes in 1 week, doesn't come in next week. Comes in 1 week. This is that other week. So I like Amari Cooper this week, and they're home. Hey, man. Amari Cooper should have a good little feasting there.
Okay. Yeah. Deshaun Jackson against Atlanta. That's going to be probably a shootout. And Deshaun Jackson can definitely benefit from that. I actually kind of prefer Fitzpatrick's long ball to Jameis Winston's long ball, to be honest with you. But I don't mind putting Deshaun Jackson in at 6,500, especially with the way he's been playing this year.
As long as Winston doesn't overthrow him.
Yeah.
Because he has a cannon.
He has the arm strength. He just tends to bomb it a little too far for Deshaun.
Which is wild because Deshaun Jackson's so fast.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's a cannon if you can do that.
Yeah, like, that's absolutely ridiculous. But as long as he can get it.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd. He's going to be that compliment to AJ Green. I heard out.
John Ross might still be out.
Yeah, run game looking pretty decent. We mix him back in the play. Opens up things up for Tyler Boyd. in that slot position there. Yeah, I like Tyler Boyd this week as well.
John Brown can always burn you deep, and he's definitely the #1 receiver for Baltimore. So 6,300, I'm not against that either, guys.
Yep.
Let's move on down the list.
Oof.
Maybe Chris Godwin. Same concept as Deshaun Jackson. Well, not as big a deep threat, but he's going to get some targets, and against Atlanta's defense, he might score you a touchdown, and it's a cheap play at 5,900.
Yeah, that's a very risky play.
It is risky, but
for me.
It's cheap though.
It is cheap. Super risky though, because he just doesn't get on the field as much.
Yeah, I mean we're on that kind of range where it is going to be a little risky. Yeah. But yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
How about
Sanu?
Boy Sanu last week? Ooh.
Sanu the last 2 weeks, guys. We say it every week, and we're gonna say it again. Sanu against Tampa Bay. Yeah, in Atlanta. Sanu is a little bit safer, same option, and actually $100 less. I'd prefer it over Godwin, but I wouldn't mind Godwin either. How about Mike Williams? What do you think about that?
It's a tough one. I'm not really looking at Mike Williams on this one.
Okay.
Personally, yeah, I haven't looked into Mike Williams this week.
Yeah, I feel weird. I'm on the fence, which usually means no. So,
I like D.D. Westbrook this week.
Okay.
Blake Bortles doing his thing, run game looking a little iffy here and there, but if he gets a little bit of time against that Dallas defense, he's going to torch them without a doubt. I mean, he's that guy. He's so fast. He's so fast. I like D.D. Westbrook this week.
Okay. And Kiki, do you love me? Yeah, I love me some Kiki. Yeah, I'll take him. He's getting a lot of targets as of recent. He's getting that playing time against Buffalo's defense. He's gonna get open more than likely, and at 5,700, that can save you a lot of money for some other guys. I like Kiki.
Kiki Kuti. That's such a cool name, by the way.
It is, man. Just because of that, I'll start him.
Yeah. The other guy you should probably have on your radar is Robbie Anderson.
Ooh, man, he feasted last week.
Yes, he did.
I feel like everyone thought he had died off, and then he just proved us wrong, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, if that continues, as far as Darnold and Nunwa get a good rapport, they already have that good rapport. Now he's working that deep game. He's getting a good rapport with that. And the run game is starting to show life. I think this Jets offense is going to start clicking. And
yeah, they're going to get better.
Yeah, if they can start running the ball,
signs.
They can throw the ball deep. I mean...
Yeah, and against Indianapolis, they definitely can throw the ball deep. I love Robbie Anderson at 5,500.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go down. Is there anyone else that you may, be considering going with here?
If, what's his name?
I have no idea.
Oh, man.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Anderson. Go down, guys. You're talking about if I'm meeting Misha's mind right now. I'm assuming you're talking about if Cooper Kupp and Brandon Cooks don't play, right?
Yes.
Yes. Scroll down. I believe it's Ryan Anderson is his name. Scroll down. We'll find him here. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, he's a steal.
Yeah, I believe his name is Ryan Anderson, guys. I could be completely wrong on that. Keep on. He's got to be something. Jeez, if he's this far down.
That would be the steal of the week.
Yeah, I mean, only if they don't play. If they do play, don't get anywhere near it. But let me see. Hold on a sec. Sorry, guys. I'll make this as fast as possible.
Let's see.
I'm sorry. Reynolds. Josh Reynolds is his name. Josh Reynolds. If Cooper Kupp and Brandon Cooks don't play, Reynolds is definitely a cheap option for you guys.
I'm trying to find him here.
There he is.
There he is.
Josh Reynolds.
5,100.
Yeah, 5,100. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, super sleeper.
Play.
But yeah, if they don't play, keep an eye out for Josh Reynolds this week. Yeah, because Goff is going to have his touchdowns this week. He just is. It's a trend thing, but I like it. I love it. But I think that wraps up our wide receivers.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Let's go to tight end.
Let's check them out.
On to the tight end position. We, I guess there's no 8,000 range for these. So let's just name guys we like. Eric Ebron's been on a tear. And if Jack Doyle's out again, he's going to get the targets against the Jets.
He proved it.
Yeah.
Last week. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's always been a red zone threat. At the beginning of the season, I thought Jack Doyle would kind of get him there and he would finish. Jack Doyle, if he's out, I like Ebron.
Ebron's, yeah. I mean, that's why his
Right. He's
He's
priced
up there.
there.
Yeah, that's why he's priced up there. Jared Cook, as always, week in, week out.
Target machine.
Yeah, and his price has gone up, which totally makes sense. The other guy I like here is going to be Njoku. He's trending upwards as far as targets, catches, the whole 9 yards. Look for him to have a more consistent role going forward, especially with Baker back there, man. I like Njoku.
Kyle Rudolph, I like it against Arizona. Kirk Cousins has been throwing the ball possibly more. Actually, I think he has been throwing it more than any quarterback in the league. So he's throwing it to somebody. Kyle Rudolph can benefit from that. I also like Austin Hooper. Again, he got more targets than I'm used to. I don't know. I don't think he's going to get that many targets, but Tampa Bay is a defense that you can burn deep, and Austin Hooper is one of those tight ends that can go deep. I like Austin Hooper against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he had big production last week.
He's risky.
I'm iffy on this one. This week at least.
He's
only this week. Last week was great.
I'm iffy on Austin Hooper every week. Yeah. He's one of those guys that, high risk, high reward, and sometimes they can bite you though. Do you like Trey Burton against Miami? I think just out of sheer targets, I wouldn't be against it.
I wouldn't be against it. He's a sneaky guy. He's a sneaky guy.
Oh, and by the way, Jack Doyle's out. Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go Ebron. He's a beast.
Absolutely. I like Uzuma this week. Because, I like Uzuma this week. Okay. Cincinnati, throwing the ball. Eifert out. Like I said last week, he didn't have that much production last week. But I see him having a decent game this week. Especially with the fact that they're playing Pittsburgh. It's going to be a shootout. He has tons of opportunities right in the middle of that field. Those linebackers.
Austin Hooper went off, He had his best game so far against them, pretty much.
So, I like his one.
I like, because of what you see with O.J. Howard, if you scroll down a little bit, Cameron Brate, he's a cheap option, guys. You can afford a lot of people if you put him in. And Atlanta's defense, it hasn't been the best against the pass this year. Jesse James was the one that did it against them last week. I do like Cameron Brate. And Jameis Winston's always had a good rapport with Cameron Brate.
He has.
I like Cameron Brate.
Yeah, I think that's probably pick of the week right there.
Yeah.
I think that's pick of the week.
4,500.
Yeah, I think that wraps up the tight end position for me personally.
Let's give him some, way down price.
I mean, you called Hayden Hurst last week.
I mean, he outscored Vance McDonald technically, right?
He did.
Swaim. Not this week. Oh, yeah, Swaim had a game. Against Jacksonville, though? I mean, they got to try to get yards somehow.
If anywhere, if he's going to throw anywhere, he's going to have to check it down. Either to Zeke. Swaim's not bad running those little crossers across the field. Might not have time to throw it down the field to his guys, but I think Swaim's a good option this week. Yeah,
I mean, if you're trying to pay way down, I'm not going to say no to you. Honestly, I'll punt this sometimes. Sometimes I'll just leg it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to mention leg it. Yeah, man. We're done dogging that, dude. All right, let's go ahead to defense. I think we're done with tight end.
Done with tight ends.
And to end the video, we're going to go with these defenses here. We'll fly through it like we always do, guys. Let's see. I guess my top one would be Minnesota against the Cardinals. There is David Johnson to worry about, but I don't mind paying $4,600 for Minnesota. How about you?
I like Chicago. Chicago against Miami.
Oh yeah.
The Bears defense has been on fire, especially playing Miami. Miami really, that Tano hasn't gotten much going, so it's gonna be a big game here for Bears defense.
Yeah, if Bosa plays, I'll go Chargers against Cleveland just because of the amount of sacks that Bosa will get. I like that. I
like Ravens at Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Ravens defense has been showing up, and Tennessee, they didn't do anything last week. Besides the big game against the Eagles, that offense has not been clicking or rolling. Watch out for Baltimore.
Maybe Carolina against Washington. Carolina has a great defense. They added Eric Reed last week. And honestly, Washington made the Saints defense look relatively decent last week. So who's to say Carolina can't do that?
Yeah, I feel like that particular game is going to be pretty low scoring. Other than that,
anyone else? Let's scroll up maybe.
Let's see at the bottom.
Any way punt options that you could go with? Yeah.
Sneaky Cleveland Browns.
Okay, against the Chargers?
Against the Chargers. they play a tough defense. They play a very tough defense, but you never know. That's one of those things.
That's one of those where you're hoping for turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it could be.
Yeah.
You know, Phillip Rivers has been playing at a very, very high level, but someone can get a pick or two, maybe a pick. I see that Cleveland defense doing some work.
All right, well, I think that's it with our picks, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see you guys at the outro.
Thanks for watching. Hope those picks help you out. Let us know in the comments if you guys have any, other players that we didn't name that you like.
Absolutely, yeah. And you can follow us on Twitter at mills_mish and put that up on there or down there, whatever it is. However, like, comment, subscribe. We love your feedback. Check us out on Twitter. We'll have some conversations on there. And drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from our people.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.